Good evening, everybody. I'm Lavanya. Today, I am going to introduce you all to something that has recently emerged, and here we are meeting to discuss about a very heartfelt and the need of the hour situation, the crisis that we all have been going through at this point in time. This particular work or cause, the person who has led this and has initiated, it's all coming together right now. And in times like this, I think many of us are doing our best at every level that we can do. But in specific, I would like to mention and talk about the lady whom I'm going to bring upon. Despite a busy career schedule, being a lawyer, being a full-time mother and taking care of a lot of things, uh, the initiation of a foundation called A Small Helping Hand came into existence, and how this started is what I want all of us to know, so that we all maximize and come and participate, so that we can be one at this time to do something for a bigger cause and a bigger, a greater good. And I'm talking about none other than the lady herself who incepted this, who started, and whose baby this is, Usha Praveen. Usha, can I have you on the screen, please?
Hey, hi, Lavanya.
Hi, Usha. Thank you for joining.
Oh, thank you. This is the first time I'm doing something like this, so I might miss certain points. Please lead me to it.
Don't worry. Even this is my first time, and like the Almighty Himself says that there is always a first time for a lot of things, right?
Absolutely,
So I think the need
absolutely.
of the hour is as such that we are doing a lot of things for the first time, and let it hopefully be the last time for the things that we are doing to bring everyone
Hopefully,
together.
hopefully.
Yeah. So before I start talking to you and wanting to know a little more, I just want to send out a small prayer to everyone who's in this situation, who have lost people in their families and in their friend circle, and people who are still praying for people who have to come back from the hospitals and who are still recovering at homes. My heart really, goes out. We are doing our bit. The only unfortunate fact is we are not able to go on the ground and do something. But I think sitting over here, whatever we can do best is, using the technology, and that is what we are doing at this time,
Yeah.
right? So Usha, I want to first ask you one thing that you know we know you of a lawyer, and the kind of doting mother you are, the kind of lovable wife you are at home, and lot of things. And to me, you're more than a friend. And our relationship may be a recent one, but I won't say recent. We've known each other for a little about 2 years now, but the connection is as such that it really inspired me the day you called and you said you're doing something. So not only for me, I want all of us who are going to be associated with you on a long run. I want to know, how did a small helping hand come into play?
See, inspired by one of my senior counsel, Senior Counsel S. Basuraj. He heads Daksha Legal. He always says he does so much to his junior advocates. So he always says one thing that, there are two type of people. One who suffer and say that I suffered, so it's very natural for you to suffer. The second kind of a person is that one who suffers and says, let others not suffer what I suffered. The
Correct.
inception of small helping hands started from there, because I suffered that, I didn't have home cooked food when I was sick, and my family ate hotel food for almost 20 days. It's not that my family or loved ones wouldn't have helped me, but I'm a person who can't ask for something. And I didn't know whom to ask in this crisis, because we are scared of our loved ones, and where it would spread or anything like that. We are scared to ask for help. In such a place, somebody coming forward and saying, hey there, I'm here, what can I do? Can I serve you hot food so that you can eat and rest well and the medicine works? Can I be that person? So I just wanted me to be that somebody. So it all started from that idea. while was having tea on sometime some days ago, I told my husband, you know what, I just feel like doing this to home quarantined patient, because I saw some of my friends getting home quarantined in different room, because doctors would say it's a different mutant, don't mix up. So
Yeah.
last year it was different story. One family gets COVID, they would quarantine themselves in the house, they would cook whatever it is there for them, and then they would come out of the quarantine. But this time each one of them are getting quarantined in a different room,
Correct.
and the in the house the cooking hand is getting quarantined. So can
Right.
you imagine her, for a mother wife, not able to cook when the family is sick is the ultimate disaster. She can't rest. No matter what kind of tablet you will give her, she'll be worried. What are they eating? How are they eating? Whether they're getting good nutritious food. So I thought, why not send whatever simple food that I prepare to home quarantine food? It all started with this simple idea.
I completely get you because I have two mothers, and one is away from me, and I stay with one mother. And I fall sick over here. That mother will check on me whether I have eaten, and this mother will ensure that I eat. So, and I know if they are sick, they will first ask that, have you made this properly? So for them, the priority is completely different. So I completely get. So, um,
Mother's psychic, works very differently.
the frequency is very different, vibrate
Yeah.
in a different frequency. Correct, correct.
And she can, if she is sick, she can only rest when she is assured that, home cooked food or somebody is cooking healthy,
Yeah,
nutritious food
yeah.
for her family, she will rest. So that
So,
was the only idea.
true, true, and absolutely, Usha, because a small helping hand, it definitely started with the fact that the food, the right nutritionist, the proper food should reach the stomach that is suffering right now, and that was the whole idea from where it started. I just
Absolutely.
want to know a little more from you that. If I'm not wrong, you told me this exactly around what 216 hours before. That's like if I
Yes.
have to count back almost 9 days ago that you started off. But I believe right now that your phone is buzzing and it's heating up every possible minute.
Absolutely. It is, what is shocking to me is when I started off, as you said, how many hours ago, I just thought, max I would get 5 to 10 patients, home quarantine patient, but it has not stopped buzzing for the reason that so many are getting home quarantine, and they're seeking food. What touches my heart is, patients who are home quarantine, they stacked up their kitchen, but they're not unable to cook.
Cook.
Yeah, they're unable to cook their own food. So that is where I thought I'll come in and then send them the food that is required. And also, I feel that, in this hour of need, along with nourishment, somebody cooks with love and passion and, some prayers, the healing power is more.
I was just
That's
going
what
to
I
say that
feel.
I'm sure with the salt and little bit of flavor that you put, you must be adding the magic
Yeah.
ingredient of love also to
Yes.
it.
Yes.
So I think that does wonders in
You
comparison
won't
with.
believe whenever I start cooking for the patient, immediately my husband will go and switch on Mahamrityunjay mantra, and then I'm reciting along with that and while cooking. So there are small things that's happening around the cooking that we are doing. So most of the angels, I call them, not the volunteers, who have come and they've come with the same passion that I've had to serve the home quarantined and senior citizen and the ones who are not able to cook for themselves.
So Usha, I mean, how many meals are you? Can you just tell a little bit more? As in, how many meals did you start with? Where are you with your meal progression right now? And
Okay. I started off with a simple forward over the phone. I started off for the first day. I started off with 2 patients, and it went on to 7. And now I've lost the count. I can tell you how much we are cooking from different kitchens. Rajaji Nagar is the main kitchen. JP Nagar, BTM layout, Vijay Nagar, RR Nagar, Indra Nagar, and I have lost count. I have a list of it. I'll come to it.
I
So
remember
I'll
Malleshwaram because I had someone inquire from
Maleshwaram,
Malleshwaram too.
Malleshwaram, Basveshwar Nagar, and all this, including all this, I think we're close to somewhere around 50 to 80. I've not, we're getting to it, we're getting to it. From Rajajinagar alone, from my kitchen alone, I'm sending 30, 35, meal per day, 3 times a day. So some of the the ones who come for the seva, they prefer to do it only for lunch and dinner. So I give them the lenience of choosing what they want.
Okay, okay. And who are these, volunteers whom you have right now on board with you?
See, first of all, I would not want to use that volunteers as a word because I want to call them angels. Kannadadal devate anta heltaralla. I want to call them angels because they are completely in support, in sync with my thought. They
Correct.
don't want to take monetary benefits. They want to do it as a seva. See, you're doing a chain of prayers for the
Correct.
cause.
Yeah.
So that I'm sure that chain of prayer is giving you strength and
Absolutely.
energy, and you know how it works. You know
Yeah,
the
yeah.
power of chain of prayers. It's a chain of anna seva that we are doing. I can
Right.
say that now. Today I can say it's a chain of anna seva. We're all holding hands together and do this, and everybody is coming to, with that intention and with that flow of thought. So sorry, I missed your question.
No, no. So
I'm so
I just wanted to understand that once when you started off with your own home kitchen, I would say so, right? And then I know that it went to JP Nagar. The
yes,
first 2 3 days I only heard of Rajaji Nagar and JP Nagar, and
yes,
then within a week till the time I could come and help you out, I understood that every possible center in Bangalore had become an epicenter in itself to start helping you out. So
yes.
in a span of just 7 to 8 days of being this operational, so today the angels that you call, like, who are these angels who have come on board with you? And
I can't take everybody's name though. That
absolutely.
I'll take a few of the angels like Lubna has taken up JP Nagar, Soumya, Shreya, Pooja Thakkar. They've all come together. Pooja Thakkar has got maximum angels to this. She has spread the words, and you, Lavanya, you have come in. Shreya has taken the in charge of Facebook, Twitter, and blog, everything. So I just told them, let me cook, you do what you want. I can't pull my time to this. So let me cook, let me serve. Later on, after I, get this done, I'll come to you all. So backstage, there are a lot of professionals who have come in and who are helping this cause by doing their bit, like, what you're doing technically. There's Shreya who's handling the page, a Facebook page. You're trying to help her out. You created the Facebook page. Everything, everybody is just join hands. This is amazing to see. By the way, how many of them come together for a cause. If the cause is, comes with an intention, a lot of people come to support it.
Right, right, right. I remember the day you called me saying, Lavanya, I need your support on the digital platform. I felt so thrilled about it. I said, I have not done something so far, and I'm not a very technical person. And when you told me to do something technical, I said maybe it is God's will for me to learn something new, and it is the need of the hour because I know the spread that I will have through a social media. We can reach out to maximum amount of people. The news spreads faster today through social media, and I think if used properly. So
If used properly,
yeah, if
yes.
used properly, I would also say that because I'll tell you why, Usha. The reason why I want to know more is in the times that we are in right now, there are a lot of people who are still very selfish, focused on trying to take advantage of the situation. I've even heard of situation wherein a medicine is being retailed at MRP of 800 odd rupees, and people are trying to make money out of that. Not so the value of life has become so cheap today.